Cody Rhodes didn't simply drop the undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam. He had it snatched away in front of 80,000 fans, and the man responsible walked out of that building completely untouched. Something about that won't sit well with him. Randy Orton struck him, tore the finish away from him, and melted back into the crowd like it meant nothing. And once the cameras cut and that curtain came down backstage, Cody Rhodes wasn't ready to move on. He went hunting for him. Welcome back to WrestlingCannva. Today we're breaking down every step that led to Randy Orton costing Cody Rhodes his title. Because once you connect the dots, this stops looking like a random sneak attack and starts looking like Chapter 2 of a story that's been simmering since April. Rewind to WrestleMania 42. Randy Orton goes after Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship on his own home turf in St. Louis. This is his city. This is a prize he's craved for years, and he comes up short. He doesn't take that defeat quietly. The bell's barely rung, Cody's still soaking in the moment, and Orton attacks him again, completely unprovoked, against a man who just pinned him clean. Then he disappears from WWE programming altogether. Not for a week, not for a month. Entire months pass with zero explanation for where he's gone. SmackDown continues without him. Raw continues without him. The final picture anyone has is Orton towering over Rhodes, seething after his loss. So when he reappears out of the blue at SummerSlam, emerging from the crowd with absolutely no warning, that's not somebody starting fresh. That's a man who spent 4 months stewing over one specific defeat, at the hands of one specific opponent, and he's already proven exactly what he's capable of the moment nobody's watching. Let's break down exactly how it unfolded, because these details matter for what's next. Punk's putting the undisputed championship on the line against Rhodes in an absolute war. Punk targets the knee, Rhodes locks in on his shoulder. Near fall after near fall, the kind of contest that sticks with you long after it's over. Then the shift happens. Rhodes attempts a Cody cutter, Punk sidesteps it, and Rhodes ends up flattening the referee by accident. Charles Robinson is out cold. No official in position. Nobody watching the ring. That's precisely the gap Randy Orton was waiting for. He materializes through the crowd, not down the entrance ramp, straight through the audience, so nobody clocks him until he's already there, drops Rhodes with an RKO, and slips right back into the sea of fans before anyone can react. Punk crawls back into the ring, connects with the GTS, and Robinson comes to just in time to make the count. Punk keeps the title. Technically, that's a clean defense, but think about what actually just happened to Cody. This marks the second occasion in 4 months where Randy Orton has laid hands on him outside of a real, sanctioned bout. The first cost him his pride. This one cost him the championship. If this one's got your attention, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe, because what's coming next is where this theory really starts to click. This roster operates differently these days. Backstage assaults aren't rare anymore. They're basically how disputes get handled. Barely weeks before SummerSlam, Cody himself got ambushed backstage by Gunther before a show even kicked off. That makes it twice in one summer that Cody's been blindsided when he least expected it. Put yourself in his shoes for a moment. He didn't drop that title to CM Punk in a fair fight. He lost it because someone who wasn't even part of that match decided to insert himself into the outcome. That's not the kind of thing Cody Rhodes has ever just brushed off and forgotten. And consider Orton's whole approach. He strikes hard, then vanishes before anyone can catch up to him. Through the crowd at Mania, through the crowd at SummerSlam. Both times, gone before Cody could even lay a finger on him. That kind of pattern can't hold forever. Eventually, Orton has to turn up somewhere real. A hallway, a parking garage, behind a locker room door. Somewhere Cody Rhodes can finally corner him, instead of watching him vanish into a stadium full of people again. Now here's where I need to be upfront. None of this has actually been confirmed anywhere. There's no leaked clip of Cody breaking down a door, no official segment airing, nothing WWE has released publicly. Everything laid out here genuinely took place. The Mania attack, the disappearing act, the SummerSlam finish, the Gunther ambush. The backstage showdown itself is where this shifts from fact into reading the pattern and predicting the direction it's heading. So here's my honest prediction. First, expect some kind of backstage confrontation between these two before SmackDown even goes live again. whether WWE gives us the full moment or just shows the aftermath. Second, I doubt Cody gets a clean opportunity at him. Given how this story's been paced, Orton likely slips out again, maybe pulled apart by security, maybe interrupted by someone else stepping in, because wrapping this up in one shot just isn't how this company usually tells a story like this. Third, I believe this eventually escalates into an actual match, not just another ambush, and probably faster than most people expect. 2 unanswered attacks inside 4 months is exactly the kind of setup that lands a rematch on the card. That's my take. Does Cody Rhodes finally catch up to Randy Orton? Or does the Viper slither away one more time?